Om Shanti, and welcome to Soul to Soul. This is Rose from Glasgow, InnerSpace, and we're going to look at how we're the energy of such a tiny soul, and such a tiny soul has enormous power. So to think of this energy in the center of the forehead. The soul is the life energy. It's the amazing energy of life. Where did I come from? A lot of us used to ask these questions perhaps when we were little. I did, but you were asking in a different way. Who am I? How did I get here? What happens to me at the end of this life? The soul is eternal, powerful, living life energy. How can I begin to understand this more? Now, if we were to spend time checking out our patterns of thinking, then we could find many answers within our own life experience. This is Raj Yoga prompts us to think about things, think about ourselves and our journey. I am a soul. This is something that's been added into it. When I look at it through the eyes that I am the life energy within this body, it changes the scene. And everything is recorded in the soul. So what's been recorded? All my memories are recorded. There's a time for the soul to renew and refresh its energy. So the time is now when we start to look at who am I and what can I understand. I want to get back to a more healthy and peaceful vibration. And meditation is an opportunity for me to record inner peace. That is to go back to my own energy, because I'm originally very peaceful. And my activity and my journey gave me a lot of disturbance. And now I can choose what I would like to record. So a lot of us would like a space of stillness inside that we can go to find that relief from chaos. So what type of energy would we like to record? So just think about that. Would we like happy, generous, enthusiastic energy? Or you might want to record loving energy so that we can give and receive love. And then through meditation we look at all the beautiful energies that's within ourselves. So what are the original qualities of the soul? The original qualities mean at the beginning of our journey, before we got into having annoyance with people and not so friendly with some people and disturbed by others. So before that, what were our original qualities? They were peace, and love and happiness. And then when I do this, I can stop reacting so severely, defending myself, being annoyed with people. I can begin to soften all this reaction. But there are obstacles which stop me from seeing my true self. And what are the obstacles? I wonder what the obstacles could be. So again, if we look at ourselves and see if this is right for us, it's hard for me to practice not reacting when I have anger, ego, fear, dislike, greed, and attachment. So these are giving me a lot of pain, hurting I, the soul. So it's a time for transformation. The time we're going through at the moment is an amazing opportunity to return to what is natural in the self. So we have a lot of time to think at the moment. So we have opportunity that we might not have had before. So what is natural in the self? But just to have good ways of thinking are not enough. So why is this? Because I need some deep wisdom. I need to know who is thinking. And what am I recording? And I need to check for stress and irritation, worry. Because everything inside my head especially has an effect. And out there, but it affects me inside. Do I know myself? Do I like myself? Do I have faith in myself? That is really important. Do I have faith that inside there is this goodness? Do I have faith that I'm going to do this? Do I have faith that I have time and patience and a curiosity to change things? Because it is vital that I'm able to start to see myself. Because I have an amazing, strong and imperishable life energy, eternal life energy. That's quite, I mean, these words are rather beautiful. So I have to check if I think they're true for me. And again, all the power, all of that power, all that transformational power is within I, the soul. And when I begin to understand this, I can live a full, true life. Energies such as tolerance and strength and faith and patience and courage, integrity, they're all within the soul. So if we thought, I don't have the courage, or you have masses of courage inside. We just have to start to look and bring it out and start using the energies that we actually have within us. However, we've been trained to look outside. And when we don't get what we want from outside, we begin to feel sad and hopeless, or we try to use force to get what we want. But force is not the law of energy, of life. It doesn't bring peace. Love and happiness and feelings of true success aren't going to come to us through force. that will come through understanding that I have love and peace and happiness inside, because the law of life, not to do with just people who meditate, is whether we know it or not, goes across the board for everyone, every human soul. The law of life is love. Everyone is a soul, a tiny soul with enormous power. And everyone is actually also eternal. And everyone is powerful.
I like the description of meditation as being an opportunity to record peace. It's really lovely. So I'm actively doing something, and obviously when I sit in a quiet space, it's much, much easier to choose peace. I can see the benefits of that. So could you say something about the balance between using meditation as a chance for self-exploration and also recording or stocking up on the power of peace?
I'm not quite sure exactly what you meant there.
You know, sometimes when you meditate, actually all your weaknesses become more visible in a sense, and you kind of allow yourself to really get honest. And then other times it's just very calm and still.
Okay. It's very good when it's very calm and still. If you can manage to get very calm and still from time to time, you're actually giving power to the soul. And the practice of meditation actually gives you strength and gives you courage to deal with whatever happens in the life outside. It's the life outside that brings the challenges, actually. It comes in front of us and it's like, what am I going to do here? So just keep ticking the boxes of the good things that you're seeing, and keep feeling great success when you feel that stillness and calmness beginning to come inside, because that's your power, your peace.
This word journey always comes up in talks and books and everything to do with the soul or meditation. It's a journey, And I was thinking, sometimes a journey is very tiring and very uncomfortable. And so could you say something about that also in relation to the soul being eternal? Because it's funny, on one hand it's like we want to hold on forever, and on another hand we might actually not really welcome the concept of eternity and being a being that is forever. We might just want to get out.
Okay, I'll just have to put this into essence. Every one of us start our journey with our stock of energy, okay? And it's just like your phone. It's charged and it's full of energy, and then you use it, and then it's out of battery. Well, it's not that we become bad, but that our power runs out, our energy runs out, and we're not so easily able to deal with whatever comes in front, and we get stressed and we get worried and we get anxious and we get fearful. And inside we know that we're becoming weak. We know that we can't find courage, we can't find that feeling that everything's okay, because that's not happening for me. So the more I do meditation and the more I can reinstate my power, that power will help me on my inner and outer journey, my connection with others, everything, my lifestyle. Usually when we do meditation, we do actually change a lot of habits, physical habits in our lives, which would make us feel healthier and fresher and clearer and tick a lot of these boxes, that we wouldn't be cruel to animals, etc., and things like that. Okay.
Do I like myself? Do I have faith in myself?
Mm-hmm.
How do I develop more and more faith in the self? Because again, it's a bit wavering, I think, especially when we start meditation, we don't always have a lot of faith because we might have let ourselves down. So
yeah.
How do I get faith in myself and faith that I am a soul? Because it's beautiful words, it's incredible words, but to begin with, it's just like a concept, an idea.
I would say that we have to honestly look at where I'm at before I start meditating, where I was at, and what encouraged me to want to start to meditate. It must have been I was unhappy, or I was lonely, or I was very sad about something, or I was feeling feelings of loss, or I had a lot of anger, or whatever I had. I may have had everything. And if I'm noticing that by taking a little bit of time for silence, that it's actually calming me down from within. Now that tells me something is happening that was not able to be happening before, and how it changed a bit of the way that I would interact. And when I see that this is happening, I can begin to restore faith in myself. I can do it. I am doing it. I have it. I have the ability. So I need to keep reminding myself and ticking the boxes. I am doing it. Whether I can grasp too much onto the energy bit or the soul bit, but whatever's happening, it's happening. And I'm appreciating the feeling that everything's okay. It's developing within myself.
So not to struggle with the concepts.
Not to struggle with anything. Just to look at how I was, why I wanted to do this. Can I see anything happening through this? And keep going. Tick the boxes.
So just back to the concept. So the title is Tiny Soul, Enormous Power. So what is the concept of the soul? So what is the soul? Where is the soul? What does it look like? What's it made up of?
Every single one of us. We need energy to run the physical body and the physical life, and able to think and move and dance and sing and talk to each other. It takes energy. So I wonder where we think that energy comes from. And it does apparently come from this tiny point of living life energy in the center of the forehead of all beings on earth. And that energy is, to begin with, it has all the uncomplicated energies working for us. And as time goes by on our journey, we talk about journey again, and all the complications, and like our mobile phone, our energy starts to go down because it becomes heavy with worry and fear and tiredness and no faith in the self, etc. And so I start to feel, what's the point? Hopeless. And it's not that I am hopeless, it's not that I don't have, it's because my energy has gone down.
There's a question online which is, Could you say something about how that soul awareness could take away the fear of dying? Does it help with fear in general, or fear of dying? Is there anything you could say about that?
That's quite a deep thing. If you're going to die, you're going to die, actually. There's nothing to be scared of, because we're saying we're eternal. The belief of the Brahma Kumaris is that you take rebirth. So, according to your energy, you'll go where you have to go, and you go to something good. It'll be good. It's not nothing to worry about. It's a very natural process.
Could I be a dolphin?
No. You'll always be a human being. Did someone ask you who would be a dolphin?
No, I'm just being silly, just to clarify the point.
Yeah, no, you'll always be a human soul, because you have human characteristics. Okay, you'll maybe have to think about that again yourselves and see how you feel about it. But
Will I always be a girl?
No. Oh. You will be one or the other from time to time. Okay. And you won't necessarily always be the same religion either, or the same country. So the fact that we dislike other religions or other countries, or the way other people are, we might be one of them. You don't know where you're going the next time. So it can encourage us to have a broader feeling for our fellow human beings.
So what do I take with me? What do I leave behind? And
you leave the body behind.
Okay.
And all the things of the body, there's nothing there. Everything, all the memories are in the soul. You take your entire personality with you.
Okay. So I really need to like myself.
You really need to like yourself. You really need to like the soul, because everything's in it. It's like your little cassette, like your wee stick or whatever that you record things on. It gets taken out of the computer of the body and goes with you, but it's spiritual. And that's what you take into your next birth.
So important to record lots of
good things, because that's what will go with you.
Just the recording.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I am a tiny soul with enormous power.
With enormous power. The power that has taken you through many scenes and many different births and many religions, maybe, and such a journey.
Wow.
Okay.
And do I get a rest?
Wow. Yes, we all get a rest at some point.
We'll come back to that another day.
We'll come back to that another day.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you for your questions. And now we're going to have a couple of minutes of meditation. So, in Raj Yoga, we keep our eyes open and we think about this point of light in the center of the forehead. I'm a soul. My original religion is peace, stillness. The more and more I'm able to think about peace, my peaceful self, not just peace, but my peace, the more I bring my energy back into I, the soul. And when I bring back my energy of peace, it allows me to be loving in my interaction with others. And the more that I'm able to be peaceful and loving the more I begin to feel inner feelings of well-being. More relaxed, kinder, more friendly, undaunted, unshakable feelings of courage, no worries. I'm a point of light, a tiny soul, a point of living energy in the center of the forehead. I am the life force that allows the body I am in, to be alive. Heavy energy pulls away the life energy of the soul. Loving, peaceful energy brings back the power of the soul, the life. I'm a being of peaceful, loving, happy, eternal energy. I am the soul. A being of peace and love and happiness. And if I remember the one above, the divine, that one is an ocean of peace and love. And I can record from his energy the energies of peace, love, and happiness. So to include this highest energy in my meditation practice. Om Shanti.